I was standing in a glass conference room when the truth finally made sense. My phone buzzed. A hotel notification? Not the one she told me about. That was the moment the air changed. I didn't react. I never do. I nodded at the people around the table, smiled like a man with nothing to lose, and finished the meeting. Inside, something old and disciplined woke up. The part of me that doesn't panic, the part that plans. I loved my wife, still do, in the way you love a house even after you learn it's been built on rot. She had left for a business trip 3 days earlier. A pitch, a promotion on the line. We spoke every night. She sounded tired, distant, but I told myself that was ambition, not absence. The kids missed her. I missed her. So I made a decision that felt romantic at the time. We'd surprise her. Flights booked, bags packed quietly, the kids practiced what they'd say. I imagined her face lighting up when she saw us. I imagined relief, reunion, proof that distance hadn't touched us. That fantasy died in an elevator. The hotel lobby was all polished marble and soft piano music. I told the kids to wait near the cafe. I wanted to be the one to knock. One last private moment before the surprise. The elevator stopped on her floor. I walked down the hallway, smiling like an idiot, rehearsing her name in my head. Her door was ajar. I heard laughter. Not hers alone. I didn't look right away. I stood there, listening, cataloging sounds the way I was trained to do long before I became a husband. A man's voice. Comfortable. Familiar. Too familiar. Then I saw the jacket. I had bought it for him. He was my business partner, my successor on paper, the man I trusted with my company when I was busy building a family. That was the first betrayal. The second was realizing it wasn't recent. I left, quietly. I didn't knock. I didn't shout. I went back downstairs, told the kids Mom had a work emergency, and took them for ice cream like nothing in the world had cracked open. That night, while they slept, I started documenting everything. I checked phone records, emails, calendars. I replayed conversations from the last year with a new filter. Late meetings, team dinners, his sudden confidence, her sudden impatience with me. Patterns don't lie. People do. I hired no one. I trusted myself. I pulled security footage from our office building, bookings from corporate accounts, expense reports he approved himself, private flights disguised as client visits. I discovered something better than infidelity: fraud. For months, he had been siphoning money through shell vendors, small amounts, smart amounts. He thought loyalty had made me soft. He thought love had blinded me. Meanwhile, I quietly amended the retirement trust my father had forced me to create years ago, the one holding the real power, the one no one remembered because I never talked about it. By the time my wife came home, I was already done grieving. She hugged the kids too tightly. She avoided my eyes. I didn't accuse her. I cooked dinner. I listened. I watched her choose her words like landmines. I let her think she was safe. 3 weeks later, I called a board meeting. He walked in confident, wearing my jacket again, sat at the head of the table like he belonged there. When he suggested restructuring leadership, I let him finish. When he said I was outdated, I nodded. "You're done here," he said, quietly triumphant. I replied just as quietly, "Understood." That was the moment the retirement trust activated its voting rights. The screen behind me changed. Percentages shifted. Faces drained of color. 76%. Mine. By Monday morning, the board convened an emergency session. Auditors joined by video. Documents were displayed. Accounts frozen. His signature appeared everywhere it shouldn't have. He tried to speak. No one listened. Security escorted him out. My wife watched from the back of the room. That was the confrontation. No screaming, no theatrics, just the slow realization that the ground had moved, and she was standing on nothing. Later, at home, she cried. She said it was a mistake, that it just happened, that she never meant for it to go that far. I believed her. It didn't matter. I had already filed. I kept the kids, the house, the company. I didn't ruin her publicly. I didn't need to. Silence is sharper than scandal. Now, sometimes, I think about that hallway, the open door, the life I almost walked into blindly. Love didn't make me weak. It showed me who thought I was.